The Truth Girls.
Hi everyone. So I wanted to give you another update on what I've found in the meantime on the Boston Marathon bombings. Oh, and I'd just like to remind you that I have a Facebook page which I'd like you to like. It's called facebook.com/thetruthgirls, and I post a lot of links in there, and I really appreciate your input, so please like my page and share stuff on there with me. It's just a week since that happened, and already you have a representative in the Congress saying that it was a black ops terrorist attack. So a lot of people do think it's a false flag, and more information is coming out that's very suspicious. And what I really want to focus on here is this whole thing about, you know, whether maybe Tamerlan is still actually alive. Was he the naked man, or is he actually dead? What did happen, and what happened with the shootout? The aunt, Maret Tsarnaeva, she said that she was convinced that the naked man was Tamerlan, the older of the two brothers. Although in my other video I pointed out that, well, if Tamerlan was over 6 feet tall, it didn't look like the naked man was that tall, but when you look at the face and the hairline, it really looks like it could be him. But how could this be? Because Tamerlan ended up in the morgue. The pictures of that have also now surfaced, and people are looking at them trying to figure out whether it's really him. Well, now, his own mother, Zubaydat Tsarnaeva, she also says that she doesn't think Tamerlan is really dead. She says that she saw the picture, which I guess she means the morgue picture, and that the guy in the morgue picture had half the body that her son had, meaning, I guess what, was less muscular. She doesn't think it's her own son. She said she also saw the video, and she thinks that that is Tamerlan. The video, that would be the naked man. The naked man is a lot more buff. Okay, so what really happened with the shootout? There's this guy, Andrew Kitzenberg, who was posting live updates on his Twitter account, including photos, and he had all these photos from the shootout that happened in Watertown, which took place on Laurel Street down here, and the naked man was arrested here at Nichols Avenue and Dexter. So Andrew Kitzenberg took all these pictures and he had posted them on the web, but they've since been taken down. However, of course, lots of other people had downloaded them, and they are still available, and some of it is here in this article on Blacklisted News. Exclusive photos, Boston bombing suspect shootout pictures. So what you see here are two guys who look like the brothers behind a black SUV and pointing a gun at the police, who are way down the block. And then at some point, one of them apparently ran towards the police. Now, I find that weird. Like, you just got a gun and there's a whole bunch of cops. Why would you run towards the cops? Because they're probably going to kill you. Probably. And then the other one, the younger one, he gets into the black SUV and drives towards the cops and breaks through the barricade, but apparently does not run over his older brother. So this is contrary to the narrative. Just breaks through the police barricade. I gotta wonder though, why didn't he go the other way? Maybe I'm overlooking the obvious. Maybe the other way was a dead end, and that there's some really simple reason why he didn't go that way, like it was a dead end. But otherwise, you kind of have to wonder, why did he drive towards the cops? Anyhow, this brings me back to the naked man. So there's a picture of the man who supposedly was the naked man, but this guy's got red hair. He's lying down fully clothed. That's supposed to be the guy who turned into the naked man. But it doesn't look like the naked man. He's got totally different hair. Naked man looks like Tamerlan. It's possible that the guy lying on the floor wasn't the naked man. It is possible that Tamerlan went toward the police because maybe he was in on it. Maybe he knew that they wouldn't kill him, or thought they wouldn't kill him. Maybe in fact they did not kill him. They stripped him naked, put him in the car, and that's the naked man. You know, it's possible. It's possible. And these guys, you know, they may really be patsies, like patsies who are going to take the fall for it, who didn't actually do it, but who are somehow involved. Anyhow, more about the official story doesn't make sense. It's now come out that only a single gun has been recovered from the accused bombers. They now say that a single gun, a 9mm semi-automatic, was recovered around the scene of the shootout. And this is the only gun they have found, and that they did not get one from Johar, who was found in the boat, which goes to show that he couldn't have shot himself. And he's hiding there, maybe because he thinks they might kill him, and not injured. That's why there's no blood in the boat. And he comes out. He's got no gun. They just told you. They only recovered one gun. It's from the older brother. He's got no gun. And they shot him. See, they shot him anyway, even though he had no gun. And then he's in the hospital, and originally wasn't read as Miranda rights, but apparently now he has. And now, suspected Boston bomber receives all-star defense team. He's going to be represented by a very experienced and well-respected public defender, Miriam Conrad, who apparently also represented Richard Reed, the shoe bomber, back in 2001. So maybe this was part of the plan, that the Patsies would go down, but then, you know, like the Undy bomber, what ended up happening to him? Not very much. He wasn't even charged with terrorism. So maybe this is like the deal they made him. Okay, you admit to it, say your brother made you do it, or whatever, but you're not going to get the death penalty, you're not going to be charged with terrorism, we're going to get you this good lawyer, and you're just going to do some time. You know, maybe something like that. Maybe they had dirt on these guys from before, and that's how they were able to blackmail them into becoming FBI Black Ops patsies. I mean, who knows? It does sound like the younger one, Jahar, he seemed like a nice person. Everybody who knew him said he was a great guy, he was an angel. The worst dirt that I could dig up on him was someone saying that he had once covered their couch with string cheese and brought their cat upstairs for no reason. So, you know, I don't know. I mean, is that really that bad, to bring a cat upstairs for no reason? I'm sure he had his reasons. Maybe he just wanted to spend time with the cat. But that doesn't make him a terrorist. Oh, and here's another thing that doesn't make any sense. Apparently, when the brothers carjacked the Mercedes SUV, they told the driver that they were the ones who'd done the Boston Marathon bombings and that they were headed to New York City. I really don't think that anyone who had just done that would say that to anyone. Why would they do that? That would be ridiculous. That would be totally stupid. They did have some dirt on Tamerlan Tsarnaev. He apparently had been involved in an unsolved 2011 triple homicide where 3 people were found with their throats slit and covered with marijuana. So maybe he was sort of recruited into the Black Ops by the CIA and FBI and told, like, okay, we're going to put you in this program, and that way, you know, you won't go down for this murder, but you have to work for us now. And then they could get him to participate in something like false flag like this, and see to it, promise him, and then see to it that he would not actually die. It would be made to look like he died. His death would be faked, when in fact he'd be like taken into custody and then, you know, sent somewhere into hiding somewhere in the world. It's possible. However, in this article, their mother is quoted as saying, "I wanted to scream to the whole world, what did you do? What have you done with my son? He was alive. Why did you need to kill him? Why did you send him to Guantanamo or whatever? Why did they have to kill him? They got him alive. He was in their hands." So it looks like, in the end, they did kill Tamerlan. So they may have promised him safe haven in Bora Bora drinking Mai Tais, but it looks like they didn't come through. And his mother, in fact, believes that the picture in the morgue was actually her son. Anyhow, people are either taking the side that these guys did it, they acted alone, they believed the official narrative, you know, this is what it was. And other people are taking the opposite view, that the whole thing was fake, or it was a total, like, Black Op, which I think it was Black Op. But these guys weren't involved at all, they just happened to go there, and then they just got it all pegged on them. But I think it's possible it's somewhere in the middle. And so now he's not going to get the death penalty. It's going to be like with the other guys, you know? Not going to end up in Guantanamo or something. Anyhow, let me know what you think. And don't forget to like my Facebook page and leave me your comments and your links there. And thanks for listening to me, and I'll see you next time.